About one more song here. This is one I learned from a record of Bob Dylan singing it. I was stuck up in a mountain cabin in Pennsylvania. They don't have mountains, but they call them mountains. They're kind of tall hills. This is in a town where they used to make steel called Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. And I got to visit the steel mill there. It was 5 miles long. They had a building in there that was 1 mile long. Had a sign in there that said, "Northbound trucks keep headlights on," in the building. The friend that was putting me up had a cabin up on top of a mountain, and it snowed pretty hard, and we were unable to get the door open, so I couldn't go to work that day. Well, I figured nobody could get out of their house either. It was a very big blizzard, so we just relaxed. Had a porch full of firewood, but we couldn't get at it. We had some firewood stacked in the house, so we were all right. A refrigerator full of venison, and a big bottle of Cuddy Sark with the square rigger on the label with all the sails. I remember sitting there just looking at that clipper ship, admiring the sails, and a Bob Dylan record. And we played the record over and over, and I finally learned me a new song. Don't think twice, it's all right. And it meant a lot to me at the time because it was almost what I was going through in my life the day before. So I love that song, and I've listened to it hundreds of times, and it was the quickest time I ever learned a song, just 3 days flat. It usually takes me about 3 months. So on the third day, the snow melted. We got the door open. We jumped in my Bell telephone repair truck, which was my motor home at the time. And we drove up to York City, where they were having an open mic at the Gaslight. Downstairs, little coffee house, tiny little room there. And Ed McCurdy was there, and Peter Lafarge, and Dave Van Runk, and Peter and Paul. Mary was out shopping, I believe. A couple of unidentified tourists from New Jersey, and Bob Dylan, the guy that wrote the song, was sitting right there. The place was full. 40 people in there. It's about all it held. I figured I'll get up there and sing my brand new song I just learned. I started to play the opening, verse. I got about all the way through the first verse, and then there was a lull, and I was trying to remember the words for the second verse, and Bob stood up in the aisle. I recognized him by his halo. The light was kind of shining through his halo there from the back. Waved his arm at me, and he says, "I relinquish it to you, Jack." I said, "What'd you say?" I said, "I relinquish it to you." I've never had nothing relinquished to me before. So I've been singing it ever since. And I hope you like it too. Ain't no use to sit and wonder why, babe. You don't know by now, and it ain't no use to sit and wonder why, babe. It'll never do, somehow. When your rooster crows at the break of dawn, look out your window and I'll be gone. You're the reason I'm traveling on, but don't think twice, it's alright. And it ain't no use in calling out my name, gal, like you never done before. Ain't no use in calling out my name, gal, 'cause I can't hear you. Thinking and wondering, walking down the road, how I once loved a woman, a child I'm told. Give her my heart, but she wanted my soul. But don't think twice, it's alright. And it ain't no use in the car turning on your light, babe. The light I never know. Ain't no use in turning on the light, babe, 'cause I'm on the dark side of the road. Still I wish there was something you would do or say to try and make me change my mind and stay. We never did too much talking anyway, but don't think twice, it's alright. So long, honey, baby. Where I'm bound, I can't tell. Goodbye is too good a word, babe. So I'll just say fairly well. I ain't saying you treated me unkind. You could have done better, but I don't mind. You just kind of wasted my precious time. But don't think twice, it's alright. Thank you so much. Had a good time. Thanks for coming. Love you. Love this country. Hope I can come back again.